Hi guys, welcome to Wilco White's. I'm just going to do a quick transfer update, daily transfer update that I'm thinking of doing. Today, reports coming out. Leeds United have joined the race to sign former Leicester City and Manchester City striker Iheanacho. So the 28-year-old, he left England and he moved to Seville after his contract expired at Leicester. It's not quite worked out there for him. I think he's only played about 4 games or something like that. Also, though, we've got Wolves and Ipswich. They have also been linked at some point with the Nigerian international in Iheanacho, but it's stating now that the Football Insider, whether we can believe that or not, Leeds have now registered their interest in securing his services. It's claiming that it could be available for loan towards the back end of the transfer window, which is what it looks like we're going to be doing all as business if we do some business. We're waiting to see what players become available. That's plain to see. That's how we work. It is frustrating because we do want to get bodies in, but it's also clever because you never know who's going to, be available. And we want that higher caliber of player. Would I like him? Yes, I would. Good striker, 6'1", 28-year-old, left-footed. Again, he's not had the best starts in Seville. It's not really worked out for him. And but we do know this player, how he's done at Leicester City. He's done decent at Leicester City. I mean, last season, he didn't always play in the promotion season for Leicester, but he did play. He made 26 appearances, scoring 6, 3 assists. He was at Leicester for 7 seasons. He was at Leicester for, and like I say, he did well. He does score goals, but for me, he's an upgrade on Bamford. Easily an upgrade on Bamford. Downside is at Seville. Who else is at Seville? Victor Orta. Would Victor Orta do us a solid and let him come on loan to us? I don't know. He's had a lot of stick off the Leeds fans, hasn't he? But we shall see. But it's an exciting one, that one for me. I'm hoping this one has legs, and again, it's someone I think we could get in, and it just help us get over that line. But we'll see on that. So another name that isn't going away, and I'm seeing a lot of reports on it. Ben Davies. So again, he's been linked again. He's currently on the final 6 months of his contract, so he can speak with other clubs. But he's on a contract reported $100,000 a week contract. That's not something we're gonna. There's no way. I don't even think if we got in Premier League would we pay $100,000 a week for a 31-year-old defender. No, he'd have to definitely cut his wages down. He has obviously been injured. I think it was a really bad a knee injury, something like that, really bad knee injury. So he's coming back. Welsh international, knows obviously all the Welsh lads in the Leeds squad, would be a good experienced player. Someone who, if we could get him if we could strike up a deal, pay some of his wages, maybe with a view to signing permanent. Don't think Tottenham would go with that because it looks like he's just going to run his contract down. I don't know. It's a difficult one. Would Tottenham be willing to say take a cut price deal now for him? With him, obviously not then losing him on for a free. It's an interesting one. And again, could we do it if we just want to fill that left back position? But I think we're still covered there. I don't know. Definitely one for next season if we get into Premier League with his experience. So interesting. touch on another one. Now, again, this one's not going away. Buendia, probably sick of talking about it. Has it got legs? The more we get to the end of the transfer window, the more I'm thinking we could maybe get this over the line. I know, similar to Davis, Buendia doesn't want to drop down to the Championship. But the more it gets dragged out and the more he's not playing and the longer he's not finding a new club, I think Villa want to get him out. They've signed Donnell Malen from Dortmund. So Buendia's going to obviously get pushed back further back in the pecking order. It's an interesting one, this. Obviously, we know Farke likes him. His time at Norwich. Could there be a deal struck there? I think it could be up towards back end at season, back end at transfer when we get this. Would Villa want a permanent transfer, loan with an obligation? That would work. That would work. I mean, he's only had 300 minutes of football this season. I mean, yeah, again, it's someone else who's been injured, and he's had a bad injury. I think that were knee injury, but I don't know. The more it drags on, the more I feel we could maybe get it over the line. That's my gut feeling. It would be fantastic. Would be brilliant if we could get that in. I'm just Luke Thomas has gone to Halifax. I woke up to that news. So he got recalled from York. Again, I'd like Luke Thomas, a bit similar to Charlie Crew, play a bit more higher level. I think he'd be better. He's better than Halifax, but again, we'll just wait and see and keep an eye on that one. But I'm not going to go into. I've had a look at the news. I'm not going to pick bones out of everybody we've been linked to, because a lot of it's just rubbish. A lot of it, in my eyes, we probably are watching some players, but it's for next season, and it's a caliber of player we're possibly going to need in the Premier League. So when we get linked to these players, or we get reports that we're watching these players, it's for next season, most of it. That's why I think it is. We're not going to be getting 3 or 4 players in this season, in this January transfer window. And I just feel maybe we'll get 1 or 2, if anybody. But it's exciting with who we've been linked with, and the Iheanacho one is an exciting one for me. I'd really like him as another option for us, number 9. So that's it. Quick vid. I'm not going to go into detail on every bloody transfer rumour. I'm not, but I just thought I'd do a quick vid on that, and fingers crossed we get maybe 1 or 2 of them in. Cheers. Speak to you soon. Bye.